What is up, everybody? This is OLB One Lucky Bullet here with a playthrough of Chasm. So this is a game that came out today on the ps4 and the Vita, surprisingly. So I guess the system's not as dead as it should be. I guess people still keeping it going, but this is a kind of metroidvania kind of game. If you're not familiar with that, it's basically like the old school Metroid meets Castlevania style. It's really a lot like Castlevania, and I'm not gonna say like that in a bad way, because it's a decent enough game. It's adequate. I mean, I'm just now starting the game. I'm running through, and I'm supposed to go find this commander. I don't know where the hell he is. They didn't really tell me where he was. They didn't even tell me what the buttons do or anything. So I'm kind of figuring it out as I go along, but. Try to punch those candles and see if I could, break them like Castlevania, but apparently not. So, anyway, the game has you as a recruit knight. You're just kind of roaming around this castle to start with. You're up on the tower daydreaming, I guess. Your friend comes up, says, "Hey, you need to go see the commander. He wants to see you." So I'm looking for the commander. Obviously this old thing, isn't it? But whatever. You can read, there's a lot of things you can see how they shine. That's basically like a pickup or something to interact with. So there's tons of books and little notes throughout the game that kind of give you the back history and the lore of the things that are going on here. We're going to read this, and then we're going to go. The commander is upstairs here and to the left. So it took me a little while, it took a few minutes there to find him, but I didn't know. Still trying to punch candles, but yep, here he is. So he basically tells you, hey, there's a town that we trade with. They have some mines. Something's happened. They're not sending in, supplies or items, and we really need them to be doing that. We want to send you out there to check it out, which to me is it's kind of weird that you're going to take a recruit who has zero experience and send him off on a couple days journey to some small town to try and help or figure out what's going on. It's just kind of weird. I finally figured out the map button there, by the way. It's the R1 button, so on your PS4. Took me a few minutes to figure it out. A is your jump. The what is that? No, it's not A. It's I'm thinking of Xbox here, but the X is your jump. Square is your melee weapon when you have one, and the circle button is your. I guess it would be like your special item, kind of like back in the Castlevania days where you'd have like the little axes you could throw, or the knives or anything. This is the armory. This is where you have to go and you get a sword finally, which is really weird that they said here you can have this sword, but there's this huge freaking battle axe sitting right there. Like, nah, you don't need that. Just take the sword. So there you go. You can see the thing. Squares your main attack. Circle is like your magic. That's what the little blue number is underneath your health there. So it's exactly like Castlevania. In the sense that you have to collect little hearts, and you can carry food around with you, and there's like a crafting system where you can collect material and use it to make new armor, new weapons. There's magic in the game that you can buy. Basically, you unlock all this as you progress through the game. Right now we've left the little command capital and we're making our journey. You don't play this. It's just, you can't skip it. Shows your guy just walking and running. It was kind of weird because you come up to this. You're going to come through the snow here in a second, which I just thought it was funny. You're coming through the snow right here. See, look, there's no snow on the trees, which is weird. And now look, it's like a blizzard all of a sudden. You can barely move, but there's no snow on the trees. So I know I'm being picky, but it was kind of weird. Like, okay, there's snow on everything else except for that. So this is the little town right here where that horse is. After you rescue the first person, she's the magic shop. So you can go to her and you can buy or sell things. I seen this treasure chest here. Can't get in there. And then there's another item to the right, which you unlock all this the more characters you find. There's going to be characters in every single room of this place. Over here to the right, that's like a gambling machine that you get gold tokens to use, which was kind of weird. I wasn't necessarily thinking that was going to be there right off the bat. There's the mine. That's where you go into. You got to go in here, talk to this guy, the old guy. He's the only one left, which is kind of weird that nobody kidnapped him. I guess he was kind of old and useless, but whatever. Took me a second. I didn't know how to wake him up, but there's a bell right there. You have to ding it. You have to stand right in front of the bell to get him to ding. And that wakes him up, and he says, hey, here's the key. Go check out the mines. So, like I said, it goes back to, it's kind of weird that you're going to have this young recruit go check out these, dangerous mines where all these people and the whole town's been kidnapped and whatever, but it's a game. So, we're going to go into the mines, you go down, and right away, I mean, your immediate first thought's going to be like, well, this is really a lot like, Metroid, Castlevania, Shadow Complex, things like that. I just got hit. But, I'm playing this on normal, and it's kind of weird how strong your guy is right off the bat. It does have some weird difficulty spikes way later in the game, which I'm not going to show you any footage of later because, once you get to the catacombs and then there's like a forest area, it hits all the standard cliches of what, you would expect from the different chasms or zones. One thing that I did find kind of cool, though, is when you start the game, it gives you a seed number. So you can manually enter one in, or it'll just randomly generate one. Well, if somebody has a great world that's just full of loot, right off the bat, or something like that, they can actually, share that code with you. You can't get this until later. You'll get a set of gloves that actually let you grip ledges. It seems weird that he can't grip a ledge right off the bat, but it is what it is. The game, like I said, it's not horrible. It's $17 on the PlayStation Store. I wish the controls were a little better. They feel sometimes almost too floaty. And you'll see here shortly, I'm trying to get up a ladder, and I'm literally just like jumping and holding up so he'll grab it, and he just floats right past it over and over, and it's so aggravating when you're trying to do like these precision jumps that are required later, because you got these puzzles with the spinning buckets and levers and floating platforms, and these stupid little a-hole hedgehog wannabe things right here. I hate those guys. I don't even waste my time with them because they're annoying. But later you fight the standard cliche of monsters, everything from like werewolves to zombies to like freaking things that look like Assassin's Creed, which is it's really weird. I like the game a lot. I don't have necessarily anything negative to say about it. I got a few minor gripes with it that, probably is just me nitpicking. Like, I hate the fact that they use a lot, and I mean a lot, of the same textures and stuff over and over and over again in the different dungeons. They're literally, same enemy placements, same design, same everything, and it's just like, okay, I get it. This was a budget game, a backer game. I don't know if this was on Kickstarter or Indiegogo or whatever it was on, because there's a little thing at the options menu where you can, get your backer code if you backed it, or you can see a list of the backer names, which is, it's kind of cool. That it's nice that they did that. The sound, it's not bad. It's fine. The animations, the graphics are a little spirited. They're fine. They're retro, kind of 16-bit though, with like a smoother, almost like art style to it. Not bad at all. You level up just like you do. See the little experience bar there that pops up, but you level up just like you do in any RPG. Just go through killing monsters. You can find items. Like I said, you can look in your inventory. You'll have like bread, apples, things like that, where you can eat to get some of your health back. Or later you can buy potions and things, and you can find recipes. It's a good game. It's not bad. It's not horrible. It's nothing genre defining, but you know, it's a good game. It is what it is. I generally like it. If you're going into it thinking you're going to get a lot of achievements off of it, a lot of them are hidden, and a lot of them are for, or I didn't mean to say achievements, but I meant trophies. You're going to get, you know, it's going to take a while. It's, you know, this is every bit of 30 or 40 hours to 100% this game, so you're not just going to run right through it and get everything you want. But it has a lot of secrets. You know, it has the backtracking once you get secret things, and once you get certain items. Like I said earlier, the gloves let you grab ledges, and you get a double jump. You get random things. You get a lot of different weapons. Here's this stupid ladder that just, you know, like I said, my only complaint, reusing the textures, and sometimes I wish the controls were a little bit better. Now, you can use the stick, or you can use the D-pad. I personally use the stick just because the D-pad on a PS4 I don't think is the greatest. I'm more used to an Xbox One where it actually rotates around with your thumb. But, you know, everybody likes different things. So, leave a like down below. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think if you're interested in checking this out. Also, feel free to hit me up on Twitter, drop me some questions, or on the Facebook, One Lucky Bullet Gaming. Leave me a question. Let me know if there's something you want me to review. You know, I'll answer your questions on the next one. Maybe we'll do a Q&A. But hit that subscribe button. Until the next one.